Find more questions and study at your own pace on our website. The link will be in the description. Let's get started. Question 1. You need to design a highly available Azure SQL database that meets the following requirements. Failover between replicas of the database must occur without any data loss. The database must remain available in the event of a zone outage. Costs must be minimized. Which deployment option should you use? Option A, Azure SQL Database Hyperscale. Option B, Azure SQL Database Premium. Option C, Azure SQL Database Basic. Option D, Azure SQL Managed Instance General Purpose. To design a highly available Azure SQL database that meets the specified requirements, Azure SQL Database Premium is the ideal choice. The Premium tier supports failover between replicas without data loss and maintains availability during zone outages due to its zone-redundant capabilities. Additionally, it is more cost-effective compared to other options that could fulfill the same requirements, like Azure SQL Managed Instance General Purpose. Question 2. You need to recommend a solution to generate a monthly report of all the new Azure Resource Manager resource deployments in your Azure subscription. What should you include in the recommendation? Option A, Azure Log Analytics. Option B, Azure Arc. Option C, Azure Analysis Services. Option D, Azure Monitor Action Groups. To generate a monthly report of all new Azure Resource Manager resource deployments in your Azure subscription, you should use Azure Log Analytics. Azure Log Analytics is designed to collect and analyze log data from various sources in your Azure environment. It can aggregate and correlate data, allowing you to create customized queries and reports to keep track of ARM resource deployments and provide insights into your subscription activities. Question 3. You are developing a sales application that will contain several Azure cloud services and handle different components of a transaction. Different cloud services will process customer orders, billing, payment, inventory, and shipping. You need to recommend a solution to enable the cloud services to asynchronously communicate transaction information by using XML messages. What should you include in the recommendation? Option A, Azure Notification Hubs. Option B, Azure Service Fabric. Option C, Azure Queue Storage. Option D, Azure Data Lake. Azure Queue Storage is a service designed for storing large numbers of messages, which can be processed asynchronously by different components of an application. It allows components to communicate by placing messages in a queue and ensuring the decoupling of the components. This is ideal for a sales application handling various transaction components asynchronously, as it supports the communication of transaction information using XML messages. Question 4. You need to recommend a solution to generate a monthly report of all the new Azure Resource Manager resource deployments in your Azure subscription. What should you include in the recommendation? Option A, Application Insights. Option B, Azure Analysis Services. Option C, Azure Advisor. Option D, Azure Log Analytics. Azure Log Analytics is the correct solution because it allows you to collect and analyze data, including activity logs, from your Azure environment. By using Azure Log Analytics, you can create custom queries to generate monthly reports on new ARM resource deployments. Question 5. You need to recommend a solution to generate a monthly report of all the new Azure Resource Manager resource deployments in your Azure subscription. What should you include in the recommendation? Option A, Azure Monitor Action Groups. Option B, Azure Arc. Option C, Azure Monitor Metrics. Option D, Azure Activity Log. To generate a monthly report of all the new Azure Resource Manager resource deployments, Azure Activity Log should be included in the recommendation. The Azure Activity Log provides a history of subscription-level events and includes details on all resource deployments, which are necessary for generating comprehensive reports on new deployments. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to check out our website where you can find more questions for this exam. The link will be in the description. Thank you for watching and good luck on your exams.